Good morning, class. So good to be back with you. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas break, celebrating Jesus' birth with your family, getting outside in the snow, having lots of playtime and rest time. But it's so good to be starting in a new year. We had lots of new things to talk about. A new year. Do you remember when we left? I said when we come back, it's going to be a new year on our calendar. So we had 2020 on the calendar when we left. And what year did I say we would be in the new year? If you said 2021, you're correct. So in our calendar pockets when we go back, it's not going to say 2020 anymore. It's going to say 2021. It's also a new month. Do you remember what the last month of the year is when we celebrate Christmas? If you said December, you're correct. So in our calendar, it did say December before we left. What is it going to say when we're back at school? If you said January, you're right. So this is going to go in the pocket on our calendar that says where the month is. So a new year, 2020, new month, January. What else is new? A new day. And also a new season, right? Because it was still fall when we left. And I said when you're on Christmas holidays, it will change to a new season. And what's that new season? Winter. So this is also going to go on our calendar to tell us that it's no longer fall, it's winter. And I hope you've had lots of time to play in the snow. We've had some really nice warm weather, but we have had a bit of snow. And here when I look out my window today, there's lots of snow outside. So maybe you could go outside and build a snowman today. And today, the new day, is Sunday, but when we are back at school, it will be Monday. I also would like you to look out your window and see what the weather's like. I said that when I'm looking out my window today, it looks snowy. Does it look snowy at your house? You can be the weatherman for today. Is it cloudy? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Or is it snowy? So, what would tomorrow be if today was Monday? If you said Tuesday, you're correct. And let's say today is Monday, what would yesterday be? If you said Sunday, you're correct. Let's sing those days of the week together. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Don't forget to practice those. And also, let's practice O Canada. Can you sing that for your family, just like we did on Remembrance Day? Remember to be thankful for our wonderful country of Canada. What is in the middle of our Canadian flag? The maple leaf, right? That's correct. And what are the colors of our flag? If you said red and white, you're right on. And let's sing our months of the year together. January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November and December. These are the months of the year. So the last month of the year is December, and we've gone all through the months, and now we're starting a new year, and the first month of the new year is January. Well, we're also going to talk about a new topic in our Bible time. And the word that we're going to be talking about in Bible time all week long is gentleness. Gentleness is a way of being kind with our words and with our actions. We want to have gentle, kind hands. We want to use gentle words. The opposite of gentle would be harsh or mean. So if you yell at someone, or you call someone a name, or you speak to them in a rude way, That's the opposite of being gentle. And we all like to be spoken to with gentle words. But sometimes when we're feeling grumpy or angry or upset, we forget to use those gentle words. We can be like one of God's band-aids to someone else who's feeling upset inside if we speak to them with gentle words. If we use gentle, soft hands, helping hands, we can use gentleness to be like a bandage to someone else who might be angry or upset inside. So for instance, if we get a nasty cut on our hand, and we put a band-aid over it, it helps it not to hurt so much and to get better. Sometimes when people forget to use gentleness with us, we can help them to feel better by not giving them back what they're giving to us, but instead choosing to use gentleness. And that's not always easy, so we need God's help. Let's talk to Jesus right now. Spend some time talking to him, thanking him for this new year, and helping us to learn to be gentle like he is. Dear Jesus, we thank you for a wonderful holiday with our families, celebrating your birthday and having time to remember that you're here with us. You came to earth so you could be with us each day. Thank you that we had time to relax, to have fun, and thank you that you were with us every day last year and that you've given us a new year and you're going to be with us each day this year. We can be confident. We don't need to be afraid. We can be excited about the new year. We ask that you'll help us to show your love to other people by using gentle words and gentle actions. We pray in your name. Amen. So the verse that we're going to practice every day this week is found in the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 1. And it helps us to remember, we put God's words inside us to help us remember when we feel like speaking or acting in a harsh way to someone else, because maybe they've treated us that way. When we want to treat them in a harsh way, these words help us to remember to take a deep breath and choose to use gentle, kind words and actions instead. And this is what it says. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh or mean word stirs up anger. So if someone speaks to you in a harsh way or shoves you and uses harsh hands or pushes in front of you in the line, of course you feel like maybe being harsh to them. You don't feel like being gentle. But remember, you can be like a band-aid to their harsh feelings if you use gentle words instead. Let's practice that again. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word, and harsh is the opposite of gentle, stirs up anger. It makes someone who might already be feeling angry even more angry. So it's like putting gasoline on a fire. When you use harsh words back to someone who's maybe used them to you, you make that fire of anger bigger so we can calm the fire down, or we can put a band-aid on those mean, angry feelings that someone else might have inside by choosing to ask God to help us to use gentle words and gentle, kind actions instead. That's found in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. I want you to practice that every day this week, and let's practice it one more time together today. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. Well, we also have a new letter this week. Who can guess what that new letter will be? Do you remember what we talked about our last week at school before we went on holidays? It was the letter M, right? And what sound does it make? Mmm. Muffins and milk. Well, if you guessed that our new letter this week is the letter N, you are correct. And the letter N says N, N, N. If you point to your nose, that helps you to remember to say N, N, N. So let's do that together. N, N, N. For nose. And that's the sound that the letter N makes. And of course we have an uppercase N. It has 3 sticks. One on this side and one on the opposite side, and one connecting them starting at the top and coming down through the middle. We always start our letters at the top, right? And come straight down. So we're going to need 3 blocks to make the uppercase N. This is the lowercase n. It also has 3 parts to it. 1, 2, and a little bridge at the top to join them together. But remember, where do we start our letters? At the top, top, top. We don't start at the bottom and come up. We start at the top and go down. Uppercase N, lowercase n. Can you make it in the air with me? Start at the top, come down, go to the middle, join, start at the top, come down. Can you make it on the floor or on the table? Straight down, across in the middle, go to the top and come down again for the uppercase. For the lowercase, short stick down, a bridge at the top, and another short stick down. Now let's see if Mrs. Peddler can make those letters with our sticks. 1, 2, let's join that in the middle. Can I hold them on here? I need glue on the back of these. And 3 sticks. It has 2 sides and 1 to join them together in the middle. All right. And the lowercase. A short stick at the side, a bridge in the middle, and I have to pick up the other stick. Another stick at the side. So the uppercase N and the lowercase n both have 3 sticks. But the lowercase n is smaller and it has shorter sticks and it has a bridge in the middle. The uppercase n has taller sticks and it has a slanted stick in the middle. I'd like you to practice your uppercase and lowercase n's in the air, on the floor, and then of course in your printing books. I'm going to send home a package for you to work on each day, and there'll be printing pages and your printing books and math pages in your math book and Bible stories and scriptures to read with your family or your caregiver. But right now we're going to talk about those things that we're going to be working on at home. So, since we're talking about the letter N, we also need to talk about some words that start with the letter N. And I'm going to read you a book that has a whole bunch of words that start with the letter N. This book is called The Nicest Newt. Now a newt is a salamander or type of lizard, and the name of this type of lizard is called a newt, and newt starts with N. Newt. He's the nicest newt. I wonder why he's so nice. Nate is a very nice newt. Now the name Nate also starts with the letter N. Nate is a very nice newt. Nate, you are the nicest newt. Turn the page. Nate brings his father the newspaper. How nice, Nate. Thank you. Newspaper. Newspaper. Nice, newt, Nate, and newspaper. Nate helps his neighbors. Neighbors. Nate is never noisy when his mother is working. that's so nice of him to be polite and not pester his mom when she's trying to concentrate. Like my family is trying to be very quiet while I'm talking to you on this video. Shh! Noisy newts are not very nice. At noon, noon is another N word, noon. At noon, Nate really folds the napkins for lunch. Neatly. He neatly folds the napkins for lunch. What's for lunch? Noodle casserole and nectarines. Noodles, that starts with N. Nectarines, those tiny little oranges that we bring in our lunches sometimes, those are called nectarines. After lunch, Nate tucks his 9 brothers in for naps. Oh my goodness, there they are. Let's count them. See if there's 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nate has 9 brothers that are having a nap. 9 starts with N. Nap starts with N. Nate helps his sister learn her numbers. So he has 9 brothers and 1 sister. What's 9 plus 1 more? So 9 fingers plus 1 more is 10. So he has 10 siblings, 9 brothers and 1 sister. And there's his sister learning her numbers. Nate always keeps his room neat. Do you keep your room neat? Nate, you are a very nice friend. Nate loans his friend Natalie a nickel so she can buy a new necklace. So Nate, Natalie, necklace, and nickel. Those are all N words. Being nice can make a newt hungry. Nobody will mind if I have a nibble. Do you think they'll mind if he takes a nibble from that pretty cake? Nate needs a snack. He sees a cake that Nana Newt has made for dessert. So Nana is another word for grandma. His grandma made that beautiful cake and he wants to take a bite. Do you think he'll take just one bite or one little nibble? Nate nibbles and nibbles on the cake. Soon, there's none left. So he didn't just take one nibble. He nibbled the whole cake away until there was none left. Uh-oh. Sometimes even nice newts are naughty. Uh-oh. So Nate is a nice newt, but sometimes he's naughty. And there's Nana and Papa, or Grandpa and Grandma Newt, coming to visit Nate and his brothers and sisters. Nate, you have frosting on your nose. Why does Nate have frosting on his nose, or icing on his nose? Well, that's the story of Nate, the nice newt. He did a lot of nice things, but even nice newts and nice little boys and girls and nice mommies and daddies sometimes make mistakes and sometimes are naughty. Well, let's think of all the N words that we learned in this book. Here's a picture that has a whole bunch of things in it in Nate's yard, and there's a lot of them that start with N. Let's see if we can find them. Take a good look. Can you see anything that starts with N in this picture? If you said the number 9, can you see it? You're correct. That's his house number. 910. 910. If you said a basketball net, net, starts with N. If you said newt, all those little newts. Oh, Emily, it just went off.
What?
Oh. If you said newt, you're correct. It starts with N. Oh, there's another word. Nest. Nest. Well, let's turn the page and see if they tell us if there's any more N words here. N is for newt, noodle, and nose. N is for needle, to sew torn clothes. N is for newspaper, nut, nail, and nest. N is for nap, when you need to rest. Hooray for N, big and small, the niftiest, neatest letter of all. Alrighty. So that's the letter N. And now it's time for you to work in your workbooks. So JKs, you're going to work in your green workbook, and you're going to turn to the page 57. And on 57, you're going to see a nozzle. That's the end of a hose where the water comes out. You're going to practice writing your uppercase N's right here. Start at the top where the smiley face is. Make one straight stick down, one that's going across, and then go back up to the top and make another straight stick down to join them. Finish these uppercase N's at the top, trace the uppercase N's at the bottom, and then you can color the hose in your neatest coloring. Remember, it helps you to stay inside if you trace around the lines on the outside of the picture. And this word here says nozzle. If you go to the page 56, beside it, you're going to see a whole bunch of lines that are coming out of the nozzles. That's water spraying out of the top. Go to the top where the arrow is and trace over all of those lines of water coming out of the nozzles. And when you're all done, you'll see that those lines have made an uppercase N as well. That's for the JKs. SKs, you're going to do an uppercase and a lowercase page. Your uppercase page is on page 12. There you see it. You're going to also practice your uppercase N's, and the picture that you have is a nail. Nail. Finish the N's at the top of the page. You can trace over the N's that they've done for you, and then in each gray block, you're going to make your own uppercase N's, starting at the top, straight down to the bottom, a line, diagonal line that goes across in the middle, and another line that starts at the top and goes to the bottom to join them. When you have printed, in your very neatest printing, your uppercase N's, you're going to turn to your lowercase N page. That's found on page 55. You can see that you're going to finish these lowercase N's at the top. The picture for the N on your lowercase page is newspaper. Newspaper. And then you're going to get a chance to make your own lowercase N's right here. You start at the dot, make your straight line down, the bridge at the top, and then another line coming out from it. So I'd like the SKs to do their printing page on the uppercase page, on the lowercase page, and then you can color your newspaper in after you've finished printing your lowercase N's. That's going to give you practice so that writing uppercase N's and lowercase N's are going to be easy peasy for you after you've practiced them. Remember, we don't know how to do new things right away, and that's just fine. We don't need to know how to do new things, but if we practice, it gets easier and easier. All right. I would like you all to, you've been sitting and writing for a while now if you've finished your printing pages. So now you need to stretch. Your body needs a break. I want you to stand up, stretch to the sky, touch your toes, hold it there, slowly back up, twist to the right, twist to the left, hands on your hips, back, forward, around, back around the other way. Deep breath in, let it out, in, out. And now would be a good time to go to the bathroom, get a drink. But after you've had your break and you're ready to come back, our minds are focused, our arms are shaken out, and we're ready to use our brains to think and learn something new in math. What are we going to study in math today? Well, we're going to talk about something that you already know something a little bit about, but we need to practice and memorize, and that is our shapes. Can you think of some different shapes? What shapes do you know already? I've got a little handy dandy bag here with some different shapes in it. Let's see if you recognize them. What's this one? If you said circle, you're correct. I would like you to look around your house, all around, and see if you can find anything in your house that's in the shape of a circle. Now I'm looking around my house and I see some things. I see a cup. Can you see that circle at the top of the cup? I see a can of paint. A little can of paint. It has a circle at the top and a circle at the bottom. Oh, I see something over here. I'll be right back. I see a tangerine. That's in the shape of a circle, isn't it? What do you see at your house that's the shape of a circle? Okay, I'm ready to take out another shape. What's this one? If you said square, you're correct. What do you have in your house that's the shape of a square? Well, if you look behind me, you might see some window panes. These window panes are more like rectangles, but you might see a little stained glass picture here. That's the shape of a square. And I have some other windows in my house that I'm looking at that you can't see right now, and they're small window panes, and they are in the shape of squares. Let me see if I can take you there. Can you see those windows? Those are little squares. Do you have any squares in your house? Here's some, let me see. Okay, there we go. There's some squares on this door. What else can you think of that's in the shape of a square?